Dear learners and viewers, welcome to my new class. Today I am going to discuss about sentence structure, and I have also discussed in my previous classes about sentence structure, and it was simple, complex, compound. Uh, Beside this, I have also discussed about assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. And I have just mentioned in my previous classes on simple, complex, compound, and today I am going to clearize it in my new classes. So, welcome to my new class. Today I am going to discuss simple, complex, and compound. So, first of all, we need to know what is simple and what is complex and what is compound. These are the three types of sentences, and it is a very important part of language. So, let's start. What is simple sentence? Look in the board, sentence structure. These are simple, complex, and compound. So first of all, we need to know simple. What is simple sentence? It is very easy to understand what is simple sentence. Simple sentence are such type of sentence which has a subject and definite verb is simple sentence. Again, a simple sentence has a subject and definite verb. And if there is no subject, it must be necessary to have a finite verb in a sentence. As for example, we learn English. This is a simple sentence. Look here, we subject, learn finite verb, and English object. So this is a simple sentence as it has a subject and a finite verb. So this is simple sentence. If we give another example, then it will be also a simple sentence. Look, going to college. To college, he collected certificate. Here, look, going to college. These are group or word or phrase, and here subject is he and finite verb is collected. Here only one finite verb. This is not a finite verb. This is different thing. This is a gerund, and so here subject and finite verb. So one subject and one finite verb. It is a simple sentence. Now we are going to discuss about compound sentence. What is compound sentence? We know what is compound sentence. So dear learners, now we are going to discuss about complex sentence. What is complex sentence? Complex sentence are those types of sentence which has a principal clause and joined with one or more subordinate clause. In a Bengali words, we can say like this: complex sentence, যে সেন্টেন্সে একটি প্রিন্সিপাল ক্লজের সাথে এক বা একাধিক সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ যুক্ত থাকে তাকে কমপ্লেক্স সেন্টেন্স বলে। Again, follow this definition. যে সেন্টেন্সে একটি প্রিন্সিপাল ক্লজের সাথে এক বা একাধিক সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ যুক্ত থাকে তাকে কমপ্লেক্স সেন্টেন্স বলে। Now if you follow the example, then it will be clear to you. Look, when the party was over, When the party was over, they went back home. Here look, the party subject was finite verb. Again, they subject went finite verb. So this, it is a clause and it is another clause. Dear learners, remember one thing: the element of simple sentence and the clause are same. Simple sentence contains a subject and definite verb, and same as in complex sentence or clauses have the same element, same thing, subject and definite verb. And this is different in this case, that if this is a clause, this is also a clause. If we separate these clauses and write individually, then it changes into a simple sentence. As if you only take the party was over, then it is a simple sentence. And another, they went back home. If we omit this, they went back home, it is also a simple sentence. But when they are together, then it is a complex sentence, as it is joined with when, and it is a conjunction. And this clause is subordinate clause, and this is principal clause. Because look, when the party was over, this is a subordinate clause. As they went back home, it is a principal clause, because principal clause or independent clause, as this clause is not dependent on other for expressing its meaning. But when you want to express its meaning, then it needs help to this clause. This clause needs to help this clause for giving its meaning. So it is dependent and it is subordinate, and this is principal clause. So this is subordinate clause and it is principal clause. It is independent and it is dependent clause. Next sentence: since the old man killed the bird, he brought bad luck to the crew. Since the old man killed the bird, he brought bad luck to the crew. Here, since the old man killed the bird, this is subordinate clause and this is dependent clause. And he brought bad luck to the crew, it is independent and it is principal clause. Independent and principal, same thing. This is independent. It doesn't need to help others for expressing its meaning. But if this clause wants to express its meaning, it must take help. He brought bad luck to the crew. So this is subordinate or dependent clause, and that is principal clause. So it is also a complex sentence. And another complex sentence is: he lived in a cottage. He lived in a cottage that belonged to the orphanage. Here, he lived in a cottage. This is principal clause, and that belonged to the orphanage. It is subordinate clause. So, or dependent clause. This is dependent and this is independent. So, this is also a complex sentence. Again, we can express it. The sentences which has a principal clause and a subordinate clause is called complex sentence. Again in Bengali, যে সেন্টেন্সে একটি প্রিন্সিপাল ক্লজের সাথে এক বা একাধিক সাবঅর্ডিনেট ক্লজ যুক্ত থাকে তাকে complex sentence বলে. Now we are going to discuss about compound sentence. So dear learners, compound sentence are those type of sentence in which sentence more than one simple sentences are joined with coordinating conjunction that is and, but, or, yet, nor, so, etc. And together with this simple sentence becomes a compound sentence. If we look at the some example, then it will be clearer to you. Look in the board. Compound sentence. যে সেন্টেন্সে একাধিক সিম্পল সেন্টেন্স কোঅর্ডিনেটিং কনজাংশন and, but, or, nor, so, for, yet ইত্যাদি দ্বারা যুক্ত হয় তাকে কম্পাউন্ড সেন্টেন্স বলে। अगेन যে সেন্টেন্সে একাধিক সিম্পল সেন্টেন্স কোঅর্ডিনেটিং কনজাংশন, that is coordinating conjunctions are and, but, or, nor, so, for, yet and some others দ্বারা যুক্ত হয় তাকে কম্পাউন্ড সেন্টেন্স বলে। as for example, Della sold her hair. This is a simple sentence. And bought a platinum fob chain. This is also a simple sentence. Della sold her hair. She bought a platinum fob chain. And here and join these two simple sentences and make a compound sentence. And another sentence, Jerry took care of Pat and got $1. Here Jerry took care of Pat. This is a simple sentence. And he got $1. This is also a simple sentence. And join these two sentences and make one sentence. And this is a compound sentence. Compound sentences clauses. This is a clause and this is another clause. These clauses are called coordinate clause, and they have same respect. As for example, Della sold her hair. This is also coordinator, and bought a platinum fob chain. This is also a coordinator of this clause, and join these two clauses. So this sentence is a compound sentence, and it is also a compound sentence as the two sentences are joined with and third one is work hard or you will not prosper in life. Here work hard, this is a clause, or you will not prosper in life, this is also another clause, and these two clauses are joined with conjunction or, so this is also a compound sentence. So compound sentences are joined with and, but, or, so, not, etc. So these three things, simple, complex and compound, are very important part of English language. And if we repeat it again, so dear learners, simple sentences are such type of sentence which has a subject and definite verb, and this is a simple sentence. As for example, she sings a song. This is a simple sentence as here is a subject and a finite verb. She, subject, and sings finite verb. And another complex sentence are such type of sentence which has a principal clause and joined with one or more than one subordinate clause. And the compound sentences are, so complex sentences are such type of sentence which has a principal clause and joined with one or more than one subordinate clause. And as for examples, since he was ill, he could not come to college, or when the marriage ceremony was over, the guests were all going to the feast. It may be a complex sentence, or compound sentence are such type of sentence in which sentence two or more than two simple sentences are joined with coordinators, that is coordinating conjunction and, but, or, yet, so, not, etc. These type of words join these simple sentences, and together with these simple sentences are called compound sentence. So if you learn if you listen to my classes carefully, then you will be able to understand what is simple, complex and compound. And if you memorize at least two sentences of every type, then you will easily remember the and you will easily understand and know the simple, complex and compound. And this is very important part of language, and this is almost final position of sentence structure and sentences. So thank you everybody.